Been going at it for a while, and I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I didn't do the front end because it's either coming off to get repaired because of all the damage, or it's coming off because we don't need it and a new cross brace will go in for support. And it is a little dusty out here, but nothing like it was last time we were grinding, so it helps not to have the canopy right in front of the fire. You look like you're ready to go to the Arctic.
I know, I get cold too. You got more? I'm pretty good right now. I'll probably take my hat and cool up.
Now that we've gotten the frame painted, it looks wonderful, especially for who it's for. And even though I love this woman, her painting skills leave something to be desired, so there's no runs in the frame.
No one's going to see that.
No.
What's a run here or there, anyway?
So now it's time to tackle something that has caused me great anxiety. We're going to try to cut these welds off here and take that front core support off. Don't know if we're going to reuse that one in some way, rebuild one. But I did find one. Hey, look back there. I did find one for sale from, I believe it's called T-Birds. They make a remanufactured one. Still need to figure out the front suspension before we decide what we're going to do with that, but I'm tired of looking at it, so let's take it out. Ta-da! Well, there it is. There's the exact reason why we had to take it out. All I'm going to do now, I'm going to come back and grind these down a little bit and clean them up so there's no sharp edges anywhere, so nobody gets cut on them while we do other stuff. Well, now that we got the front cross member all cut out, we got everything painted, let's get to the real point of this entire video, which is sitting right behind me. Right there. Which is the motor that we purchased for this car. So for all of you who have been following along on this build, you already know where we're at, what we've done. But for all of you who might be new, here's a little 1980s montage to bring you all up to speed on what we've done so far. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed all that. But now for the moment that we are really here for. I started this video just planning on doing some work on the front end, getting that front cross member cut off, and kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do about the cross member. But then I was able to talk to a guy about some stuff. We were finally able to connect, and thankfully he just lives right across the road. So let's show you what we purchased.
And it's cold out here. Oh yeah.
Well, there it is. 5.3 liter LS3. Yes, we are doing an LS swap into a 1956 Ford Fairlane.
Oh.
Good candy.
Did you do this because of my chewing?
No, because it was good. So for all of you old schoolers who wanted to go with the original engine, just wasn't in the cards this time. We are going to get great reliability out of this. We're going to go with the Holley fuel system on it. We're going to put a 4L60 or 4L80E transmission behind it, so it'll have good cruising speeds when it goes down the road, which is exactly what we're looking for out of this car. We were looking to make it an old, crappy looking car that ran and drove really, really nice. So this is the first step in it. We think it's going to be a good one. Don't know anything about this motor. Don't know if it's any good. Don't know if it's bad. Just know it came at a good price, so we snagged it. So if it turns out it's not going to be the engine that goes in it, it will be an engine like it that goes back in. It did come with a box of parts. We do have the coil packs, we have starters, we have water pumps, there's an alternator down there. We have the original oil pan that was off of it. We have a brand new wiring harness, which I don't think we're going to need, along with brand new fuel rails, which I'm not sure if we're going to need either. So my lovely wife, who is right there, has told me that we cannot let my father-in-law see this, since that is where we got the car from. He is a longtime mechanic, and he has been following along. He calls often and asks questions. So for all of you hardcore Ford guys, I apologize. Let me just do this. I'm just going to put up a list of all the people that I want to apologize to up front, just to try to hit all of you. Hopefully you still follow along. Hopefully you still subscribe.
And if they hang around, they can either say, hey, it turned out better than we thought, or I told you so.
Yeah, we'll probably get some I told you so's. But thankfully I got a friend up the road who is an expert in LS swaps, and he's offered to help us with it, so that should help out some. And we're just going to see if we can do it. I'm sure it's been done. I'm sure it'll be done again. But this was probably the most economical route that we could take to fit into our budget right now for the reliability that we want. I've talked to many people about the 292. I just didn't think we're going to get the reliability out of that, or the Ford-O-Matic transmission that came in it. I just don't think it was going to be what we were looking for. Wasn't the proper horsepower, wasn't the right reliability, just wasn't the right combination for us. So we think this will get us back on the road. Hopefully you stick with us through the journey. That's it for now. See you on the next one.